Whammy.
Bags week.
Bags week.
For the back end show. How was Bags week? How's it been so far?
Well, it's actually, Bags week was last week, if we're thinking about it. In chronological order. Unless Bags week is multiple weeks.
We can extend Bags week.
Let's just do it
for
so
this podcast's purpose.
Yes. So
because
that way,
I want this podcast to be released, and it's still Bags week.
Yeah.
It's 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Bags weeks.
It's
Bye
good.
week. No. How would you describe 2 weeks in one word? Is it like, do you say like dual week? Because bi-weekly is like every other week, right?
Every other week.
Yeah.
Dual weekly.
Dual weekly.
Dual week.
Bags week.
Yeah, that's a lot. But nonetheless, Bags week is going well. Started out my Bags week, or I guess the first Bags week, I started with a nice workout at Alter. Got that in. Got some bags right away.
No, it started before that, dude.
Oh, it did.
Cairo.
Yeah.
We got bags.
26 hours of bags.
26 hours of bags. Proctoring.
Yeah. And by the way, should we clarify like bags is money? Or are we going to go more deep like bags is hard work?
Dude, they can interpret however they want.
Yeah,
it's Bags week to us.
Yeah, it's Bags week to us.
It's Bags
love
week
it.
for all of our followers.
How are you doing? How's Bags week going for you?
Successful start to Bags week in that first week period.
Yeah.
And then this week, I don't know how it's going to play out because we record these a week in advance.
Yeah.
So timing-wise, we always struggle because we have a podcast of the Back End Show not yet released.
Yeah.
And we're recording another one.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the first time we've ever done this. Usually like last year and a half.
Last two seasons.
2 years.
Mm-hmm.
We would record like 1 week out, and like we would never have anything prepped besides like one time we did it in May because we weren't gonna be together.
Right.
Other than that, we just push out content like none other.
Yeah.
So this little chronological attack is throwing my game off a little bit, but for Bags Week's purpose, it's going well.
It's going very well. Yeah, I wanted to see how long it would take our listeners to figure out that we're recording this the week before. But it's smarter that way. I mean,
they'll definitely know that when we're talking about Greenway, because they didn't win, and that's going to be released on Thursday, which is a bit of a bummer.
Yeah, that sucks. We were the biggest Greenway podcast.
How was your experience at? Did you end up going to the game on Saturday?
No, I didn't. I could have went, but I was really only going to go because if Blaine made it. Right. But they lost on Friday in the semifinals.
They lost to Eden Prairie, right?
Yeah, I was kind of bummed. And
that was an overtime game, right?
No, it was 4-3, so just one goal game. But yeah, I mean, Eden Prairie and Edina are like the two most like basic teams in Minnesota that would make it to the state tournament finals. So it's like, I don't know, nothing new, not like really a story there. So,
the game before that was also very prototypical. Edina and STA, right?
Yes, very, yeah.
I was listening. Can you turn mine down even more, Deck? Like a lot more?
Deck's just getting attacked by the microphone here.
This is tough.
Priceless.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hold on. The first time you told me to go down, I was like, what is he even saying? And then it took me a second. I was like, oh, okay. Got to turn his down now, too. Yeah. Anyways, keep going.
Me? Down. Beautiful. The Edina
Eden Prairie.
Eden Prairie.
That was sick.
No. Backtrack to the semifinals.
Oh, sorry.
Edina STA. That game, I was driving to work and listening to Paul Allen talk about it. And because I just didn't want to, my thing was being wonky on my phone, so I couldn't listen to the podcast. So I was like, all right, talk radio, here we go. Paul Allen. And they were just, no one cares about this game unless you're an STA or Edina guy. And it's just coming down to who you don't like a little bit more or a little bit less, and that's who you're gonna root for.
Yeah,
it's like wow, what a way to root, what a way to state is hockey's run. Like you just don't like the teams in the tournament.
That's how it goes. Like that's why
turn mine up too.
That's why the single A game was so fun, was because it's like, I mean, obviously it's a little bit slower paced hockey and it's not as much talent because it's single A, not double A. But I mean, you had Greenway with Dante Lawson, and first time they beat Hermantown in sections in however long. This dope small town up in northern Minnesota where hockey is everything. Just awesome backstory to it. And then you have Cathedral. Cathedral has made it I think like 9 times, and I think they're like 7-2 in the first round, and then 0-9 in the semifinals.
Oh my lord!
So they just like couldn't pull it together, and like they're a good program. I assume that they won one before, but they've never won one. So after I heard that, I was like, either of these teams, it's gonna be a fun game to watch, and either team, it's gonna be like a good for you, like be happy to see see either one win. So
Yeah.
that's why it was fun. But then you get to the 2A game and it's like Edina and Eden Prairie, like the most. I mean,
stereotypical.
Decorated, like just stereotypical, basic ass like tourney teams. I mean,
we watched it at a Leaning Tower Pizza because we were working and we
had just gotten bags.
We had just gotten bags and we sat down at this pizza place and it was like on across the bar, and like we ate our pizza in silence and just watched the game. It was just, I mean, even though like they're always in it, that was a sweet game.
Yeah, it was overtime, right?
Overtime.
Yeah, I didn't watch a look of it, but I heard
you didn't?
No, I was at Lucky Palooza. I literally had no interest in this game at all.
Sure.
I mean,
even though it like was a sick game. Like,
yeah, I was just so heartbroken about Blaine. Honestly, like shout out.
What's your stakes in Blaine again?
2 of like my really good friends have siblings on the team. So shout out Connor's little brother, Ethan, and shout out Kylie's little brother Carson. Both played awesome. Carson made it on the All Hockey Hair video. He didn't make the top 10, but he got an honorable mention for having his chain out. Blaine Chain Gang, he got called. But yeah, it was fun to watch them. It, like a heartbreak, but I mean they made it to tourney and proud of them. And Carson's a junior, so he has 1 more year. So
all right,
let's get at it next year.
I'll be a Blaine guy next
Off-season.
year
Let's go Bengals.
that's 2A, right?
Yeah, it's 2A.
So I can be Greenway again.
Yeah,
All right, I'm a Greenway for life now. I think.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cheer for that. Have they won? Do you know if they've won one?
I feel like they've had a 1-1.
Yeah, go Raiders.
Yeah,
go Raiders. We're all Greenway.
Dante Lawson, huge fan.
Beauty.
Yeah. Who's the tender? Is that Lawson?
No, I don't know who their goalie is for Greenway.
He's
He's a short guy, right?
No, that's Matamidai.
Oh.
Matamidai is the freshman, absolute beauty.
Beauty.
He's like 5'6", like a $140.
He's the goalie.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Why does that make sense?
They're the most nimble ones. Move quick and stuff.
I feel like most goalies are like 6'6".
I mean, if you're small, you have to be like that fast to make up.
Oh, sure.
But if you're big, like you're literally covering a net.
Yeah,
like obviously
you're
a bigger size.
than the net.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't that make sense?
But
The bigger you are, the better.
I just remember somewhere down the road of me learning hockey and learning the strategy that, back in the old days, they used to put the biggest kid in the net because of exactly what you guys are saying. But then it got more to like, let's put not the most athletic, but a very athletic, and he can be smaller type person in net because he just makes these crazy athletic moves. Like think Jonathan
so he
Quick.
can play away from the net.
I think as the game has progressed and like players have developed, you now have big guys that are just as athletic as the little guys.
Sure.
So that's
Specimens.
I get what you mean. Is that like at one point somebody was like, okay, we don't have to put like the 400-pound like fatty in the net because he's going to take up 3/4 of it. Like we can actually maybe put somebody in that's athletic that's going to make those athletic saves and be a little quicker. But I understand what you mean. But,
yeah.
Raiders.
Go Raiders.
Finishing off on our new hockey segment that we're sandbox hockey, the way to finish it all with Edina on the one-timer, that was sick.
Yeah, and they were down 1-0.
Down one, yeah.
And then I think they tied it. And then
it was back and
Edina
forth.
took the lead,
Yeah.
or Eden Prairie took the lead, and then the same guy that tied it won it. It's kind of sick.
It was
like I said, I
should have
care.
seen it. It was dope.
Game, yeah. But I'm happy you guys saw it though.
Yeah.
When you're trying to dominate the sandbox, you do as those do within the sandbox.
So if you guys are trying to be like the people in the sandbox, you should hate Edina and Eden Prairie.
We can't like good hockey. Though?
We just can't enjoy
the good
hockey.
hockey aspect. Yeah, you guys can like that.
Yeah,
sure.
I didn't care that either of those teams won. I just was like, I watched the game. This is the first year I watched the championship game.
Yeah.
Same. But did you notice how like we are a Greenway podcast and we totally went in on that, but pretty much said nothing about Edina or Eden Prairie?
Yeah,
because we understand what the people within the sandbox say about the schools within the sandbox.
Greenway is just a short drive from Duluth when we go up there.
We do got to make a trip soon.
We got to make sure the Greenwayians know that we're a Greenway podcast.
Yeah.
So we can show up and they'll have like the banner rolled out.
Yeah.
For, like,
red carpet.
Except I got into it on Twitter with some Greenway fans.
You did?
I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Because of Matamidai.
I refer to Greenway as a town.
Ooh,
and
they're a city.
You got to watch your words.
It's a township. And the high school Greenway is not in the town of Greenway. But there's a township called Greenway that's in the hockey co-op with like these 2 other towns.
Oh.
So like, why would I not assume that the high school Greenway is in Greenway? Because the name of the team is Greenway, and there's a city in the co-op called Greenway. But they didn't.
It just sounds like the founding fathers made it a little bit of an error there.
Greenway Twitter did not like that at all.
A slight a slight
geography
typo.
You know what? I'll send you some screenshots if you think they're funny enough. We can let the listeners see them somehow. But
All right.
I got it.
Well, yeah, we'll paste them up as you're
Okay.
talking about it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Trap the puck there on our do as they do within the sandbox segment,
Yeah.
and transition into average quality. Sam, would you like to start us off?
Yeah, I can start it off.
Please.
Average
Batting number 1,
average
Sam Schoenemann.
Schoenemann.
average quality is Big Buck Hunter.
What?
Big Buck Hunter.
Like the game?
Yeah. So
Bad at it?
what?
You're just bad.
I'm
or
incredible
average.
at it.
Sorry. Average.
No. So this is why it's average, is because I'm super good at it, but
Sick brag.
I take it way too seriously, like to like a disgusting amount. So like just my involvement and like how I play Big Buck Hunter is just average. So yeah, I like grew up playing Big Buck Hunter and I loved it, and then in high school I had one buddy that was also really into it, and we go to like B-dubs and just sit there and play Big Buck Hunter all night. And
Dave and Buster's probably.
yeah, no, just big. Oh, I actually, yeah, maybe a couple times at Dave and Buster's I played some Big Buck Hunter, but mostly B-dubs. It's kind of a local legend on the B-dubs, Big Buck Hunter.
I was the guy that played the Golden Tee.
Oh yeah,
Right next to Big Buck Hunter.
Never
and next to
mastered that,
The
yeah.
car game. Those
Mhm.
were like the 3 at every single place.
yeah. But so the bars I go to, Plums, Cowboy Jacks, they all Big Buck Hunter. And at Plums, I've gotten into it a couple times with kids. Like I kind of say, like, oh, I want to play Big Buck Hunter. And they're like, oh, like I'll beat you. And I'm like, no, I'll beat you and I'll destroy you. Like I won't miss a fucking deer. Like I'll hit every fox. Like the bird game at the end, I'll hit every single one, every clay pigeon. Get in. I beat them. I destroy them
Every time.
Yeah.
Have you lost?
No, I haven't lost this year.
Do you hustle kids? Like say, oh, hey,
No,
Yeah.
I'll bet like a drink every now and then. But this is why I brought it up, is because I was at Cowboy Jacks and like somebody kind of spilled the tea in my friend group that like I take Big Buck Hunter way too seriously, and I just started getting egged on by my friends. Like, dude, let's go downstairs right now. Let's play. Bet I can beat you. Like, so I'm just getting like tormented because it's like I want to play and I want to win, but I mean, where do I draw the line? I can't just go after everybody. So
Yeah.
But I just want to make a little like shout out to our listeners. If you want to play me in Big Buck Hunter, bring it on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Give me a time and place, and if I lose to you, we can make a bet. I'll start putting on bets.
Let's make they take you on. They don't just get to take you on.
Yeah.
What's the win? What's the
We'll have to let's put up like a question on like your Instagram story or something.
Okay.
Farrell, what should Sam have to bet? Maybe
Let's poll it.
This kid's thinking.
maybe I have to wear a T-shirt of their choice for a day or something, or
Nice.
to volunteer at a soup kitchen or something, or
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
You should
Do
volunteer
stand-up
at a-
comedy.
You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. That's an awesome one.
Yep.
This is what I say. We
Well, you don't get to say you're in the poll. What you say?
Yeah,
in the
no,
poll.
I'm saying is that put it up. I'm challenging, looking at the camera right now, challenging all of you, take me on a Big Buck Hunter, okay? I'll beat you. I'll destroy you, okay? Yeah, bring it on. We'll bet something. Give me time, place, location. We'll get some phones there to have proof of me just kicking your ass in Big Buck Hunter.
We'll live stream it from the back
Yeah.
pocket.
I'll destroy you, okay?
I love
All
this.
right,
This is,
yeah,
cool.
let's
Well
do
done.
it. I'm getting a little worked up right now. I
Yeah.
wanna go shoot some deer.
I think our content's gonna
But,
increase too. Yeah.
But no, I was so upset at Cowboy Jacks because I had all these people just egging me on. I was like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna give in to the haters. It's like when a professional athlete gets all these comments on their Instagram, like all these haters, like they're not gonna reply to every single one. So I'm just so elite,
Yeah, you're on
so
a-
elite.
You're, you're a tier above the rest.
yeah,
You
I'm
can't
like
take out all the competitors.
a
Only the best.
lion doesn't lose sleep over the opinion of sheep.
Yeah.
Is what my mindset is with Big Buck Hunter. So
So how are we gonna like? If,
how are we gonna decide?
say like we get 7 responses, right? That's probably pretty real, right? 7.
Yeah, realistically,
We're gonna get 7.
7.
So
we'll
how,
draw it out of a hat.
oh,
Let's do that.
but that's not gonna give you the best competitor. Should we play them first and like?
Yeah,
decide- and,
okay.
Like,
Well,
figure out, like,
yeah, there we go. A little
who's good?
competition.
Yeah, 'cause
Maybe have them like
I'm
send
not
in a
good at
video of them like playing and showing like how good they are.
I think,
Or a
I
video
like-
of why they should play me, like a little trash talk, like
Yes.
you know, yeah.
Video of why
Yep.
they should play you.
Ooh, that's a great idea because then we can watch it and then maybe on this show and decide who's the best. I was also gonna say maybe we just all pick a night to go out to have this event, see who can take Sam down,
Or
and then have all the people who submitted show up with all their friends.
if we get 7
Yeah.
exactly, then we have 8, and then we'll pull out of a hat a bracket.
yes.
right? So
March
then
Madness.
A little
There we
March
go.
Madness, and out of 8, you got your 4 and 2 and winner.
Boom. Yeah. So
We
we'll
need
figure
8.
this out. We'll
Yeah.
we need 8. We
figure
need
this out.
16, and those are
Okay.
really the only options.
We could go 32.
We could go 32,
And then how we can go 64 with a playing game.
Yeah. And
63.
And
we could figure
you
it
got to
out.
pull a couple D1 teams out of it too that are playing in, and
Yeah.
I'm making March Madness joke, but
Look,
yeah.
if there's a bubble
Yeah,
team,
let's
we don't
do
know
this.
if we can get you in, but if you have a good conference tournament, we may let you
Well,
into
yeah.
this. But
Yeah.
there's a good
Well
chance.
done,
Let's do
Sam.
this though. Let's do this.
Well done.
All right.
Deck, what's
Wow,
your average
nice.
quality?
So this stems from editing one of the first one of the first podcasts of season 3. So usually, if for some more behind the scenes action here for you marketing interns, Andrew is usually the production guy, so he will do all the audio and like dice up all the audio and all the video, and then he'll send it to me, and I'll do all the social media, and we'll split it, whatever have you. But this past weekend, during Bags Week, I was editing the back end show, and I got to see myself on camera for a long time. And what I realized is my average quality is just man spreading. Like, this is how I sit. This is how I've sat for at least 12 podcasts, just sitting like this, and I literally was watching myself for hours on end. Just
It's hilarious.
I was just like, what am I doing? Like, I just wanted to yell at myself most of the time. So my average quality is man spreading. It's time to tighten it up. Time to be a little more professional. Time to look a little better. And that's where I'm at right now. So
Okay.
I don't know if you've been noticing, but this whole podcast already sitting like this, dog.
Nice.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
And I like this sit. This looks good. This is tough for me. I can't do the closed knit.
I can. Why?
I just can't do it.
You know why I can do this now?
Why?
Alter. When we do the hip openers, you know how you speed through it? Like when you just bring your left foot in front of your left hand, and then you can rotate.
Yes.
I go like not slow, but just like a good pace,
Mhm.
and I stretch my hips to open them
Smart.
up every time.
Yeah.
And I've noticed I can get I started like getting my toe at my wrist, and now I can get my toe like in the middle of my hand, and sometimes I can get it to that like higher,
Sure.
just like normal, like not overextending my hips, just like normal stretch. All from doing, because we do that warm up like at least once a week, maybe
Yeah.
sometimes twice.
Okay, I like that. I also just think I have just barrels for legs, so it's also kind of hard.
You are barely.
I got some barrels for legs. It's
Yeah.
so funny, like looking back at my football playing days and just looking at my barrels for legs, dude. It's nuts.
Damn.
Pistons were firing back then.
I'm trying to think of. Remember when I asked you what food you'd be? Do you remember what you said?
Yeah, I'd be a
crepe.
A crepe.
Dude, he's a crepe.
Yeah, you think that's true?
Crate or crepe?
Crepe. Tiny thin pancake.
Oh,
Tiny thin pancake, but
Thick.
stuffed with
one.
stuffed with a
Thick.
lot.
Yeah.
viscous.
Viscous with cherry and
Bananas and
Bananas.
strawberries.
Peanut butter.
yeah.
Definitely peanut butter.
Just doused in peanut butter. How about our shot last week with peanut butter sitting right here? The whole
yeah,
time?
what a mistake.
Shout out peanut. No, dude. Shout out peanut butter.
Shout out. I got it now incorporated in one of my, just in the podcast at some point, but I got to sneak it in so you guys
Yeah.
don't see it. You
Yeah.
know. Anyways, what's your average quality, man?
My average quality is going to be my hat. I've been wearing hats way too often lately. I think I'm covering up for something.
What are you covering up? Your really explosive brain?
No. My hairline.
I don't think so. You got a lot of hair on your head, dude.
Not that much. It's thin.
It's thin, but it's strong.
It is not strong. It's on my pillowcase every morning.
Wait, for real?
Oh, yeah.
Did you wear a hat after you showered when you were younger? Like, do you wear a hat when your hair was wet?
No, I had a buzz cut until like sophomore year of college.
Oh. I heard that's supposed to like
Dang,
cause baldness down the road.
I think maybe like football helmet and genetics.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that could be football helmet probably. Yeah, that's actually.
Yeah, I would like if I had like the white interior in my
Yeah.
helmet, I'd see hair all over it.
Would you if I were in this crazy world that we live in, and this utopia world, you know, what if I, for your birthday, got you some like Hims or like Rogaine? Would you use it? This is just an alternate world. This isn't reality.
Yeah.
But in this
Rogaine,
alternate,
I don't think I would. Why you ask? Because I haven't heard them on a podcast.
Okay.
I've heard for Hims or
Okay.
whatever Hims.
Hims, for Hims, I don't know what it's
Yeah.
called.
I've heard them on a podcast, and I strictly only buy things that I hear that or an ad on podcast.
Yep, because
That's strictly a rule for me.
yes.
I wear MeUndies underwear all the time. I use Squarespace as my website all the time. I buy On It products because I hear them on the podcast world. I use podcast ads.
Okay. So in this crazy alternate, totally removed reality.
Yeah.
if I got you Hims for your birthday, would you use it?
I'll try it, yeah. But
Okay.
I feel like that's something that's gonna take like a year before you see the
But instead of shampooing your hair, you just put Hims in there. And
Is
then,
that how it works? It's not like a pill or like a shot? Am I gonna shoot my my head, like inject something?
You gotta shoot up.
I start
drill,
getting
drill like a third arm.
yeah,
Just crazy allergic reaction.
yeah. Just get hair on my nose, dude. I already have hair on my nose. I have more hair on my. No, this is real. I grow hair in different places on my nose, and I lose hair on the top of my head in different places.
Yeah.
I think it's coming from my hair to my nose.
Yeah, maybe it's getting sucked in
Yeah.
and growing out other places.
Like you can see, like I sometimes I feel it. I'm like, oh, I gotta pluck this when I get home, and it's like just like a little hair right there. It's gross.
Dang.
That's my average quality. So I've been like covering up wearing hats.
Yeah.
I haven't worn a hat one podcast. It was Josh.
Really?
This one is gonna be released next week. Josh Newman.
Josh Newman. Nice.
Actually, it's this week's. You just saw it. Bags.
Whoa.
Bags week.
Bags week.
Gets the best of me.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been making enough bags to maybe get you some Hims, so we'll keep tabs on that.
If you're listening to this, Andrew's bald.
Yeah. Just bald. I got a little hair on the sides, but like up top, gone.
Okay, so I got another scenario, totally removed. Not even really close to reality, completely removed.
Yeah, what do you got?
You're running a podcast with a friend, whatever. It's just a podcast, and you notice that your hair's falling out, and you notice you can't keep up with it. Would you ever consider? Again, totally removed reality, but would you ever, in this alternate reality, just go bald?
100%. I'm ready to. I'm very close.
Wow.
Honestly, my hair's not that bad. However, I just think it's bad because I see everyone else with a thick head of hair at my age, and mine is just frail. It's there, but it's frail.
Right.
It's going. I see it going every day.
So you want to just, because I just want to say this for anyone that's going bald out there, you're already and you just pull the trigger and go bald while you're still like jacked, making a lot of money, doing some fun stuff in the streets. If you're doing that in the streets bald, you're better than anybody else with a full head of hair, and more people should talk about that.
Yeah. It's something to be talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to embrace the baldness when it comes.
Okay.
I'll know when it is. And I'm thinking it's going to be around the age 26. So I got another 4 years or 3 years. Turning 23 here. And hell, when's this podcast dropping?
Does it really matter? I don't know. Oh yeah, it's coming up.
This is dropping off on the 21st. My birthday is in 3 days.
3 days. Yeah. Okay. It's good to know.
23.
Yeah.
And me. Gonna get it.
23.
Ancestry.com.
And me. Plus me.
All right. Trapping the puck and transition into what did you learn?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just keep going.
Keep it going. You're crushing it.
Yeah.
You're crushing it.
So this is I learned this at the Free Solo, the documentary with Alex Honnald.
Yeah.
Phenomenal documentary. Won the Oscar. Well deserved that Oscar for best documentary of the year.
Wait, real quick. Can I just go? Did you record it on YouTube TV?
Oh yeah.
So I can just go and watch it.
Yeah. I recorded on my account by accident. So that's
fine.
I actually might have recorded it downstairs. We'll have to check.
Okay.
Because that's yours or Maddie C's. The YouTube
Either way,
TV.
we can switch between them. So.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do that.
Good to know.
What did I learn? This is from that. I forget how to pronounce it. It's a part of your brain, like the amygdala, which is like a small part of your brain. I might be pronouncing it wrong. Amygdala, Amydala, something like that. And it controls, when it's active during emotions. So when you have fear, when you have love, happiness, sadness, this activates inside in your brain. This little part of your brain is active.
Mm-hmm.
So Alex Honnald got a CAT scan or whatever, however you track your brain, and just trying to see if anything was abnormal about him that made him capable of doing this crazy free soloing stuff. And when he did it, they did tests of he had to look at pictures and he's getting tracked his brain waves and stuff. This part of his brain would never activated during conversations that should involve happiness,
emotion,
fear, sadness, emotion. It wouldn't activate, or it would just by a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It just a little bit to say it was working.
Yeah,
but not enough to actually instill a sense of that emotion inside them. Okay, so when he's climbing these these rock faces, free solo with no harnesses or anything, and he that fear doesn't sit with him. It doesn't hit him ever. He's just calculating his genius ability. Like, you should see him, his craft. He writes out in a notebook exactly his movements that it's going to be for 5,000 meters up, or however long that
however long it takes.
El Capitan, the one in Yosemite that he did for this documentary.
Yeah.
Like, he wrote every single movement down and in his notebook. Like, press left thumb here, press right thumb to switch to gain base for my right foot, karate kick over to the left, move back to my right, and shift so my body weight's equal. And so, like, he's just going through that his entire way up. No harnesses, nothing. And you should see, you're going to watch this and be blown away.
Is that on Netflix?
It's not on Netflix yet. It was released on National Geographic on March 5th, and I recorded it, and I watched it there. But I think it's coming soon to, like, all of those places. But right now you can watch it probably on natgeo.com or whatnot.
Yeah, and you can buy it on Amazon too, can't you?
You can buy it on places. Rent it on that. But, dude, this dude, when we listen to him on Joe Rogan, like, you're like, wow. But when you can watch him, you're like, damn, like, not real. Yes. Thank you for accomplishing or putting yourself out there.
Yeah, because how about, like, when he says, he remember when they ask him, like, okay, if 10's like super adrenaline rush, 0's like falling asleep, like, where do you sit at when you're climbing these insane faces?
A 3.
3.
He never goes away from it. If he says he goes any higher than a 3, he'll not do it. He won't make he'll go down and stop the run.
Okay.
If he goes any lower than 3, then he'll risk himself falling because he's not focused enough.
Gotcha.
So, like, he is in the ultimate, like, protection world because he knows he's going to complete every movement.
Mm-hmm.
He's at a 3.
It's nuts.
You know what's the scariest part of, like, people that rock climb is the beds they sleep on. Like, when they're climbing. Like, those beds. Like, well, they're not even beds. They're just, like, basically, like, tarps, like, that they put out, like, on these, like, flat
Oh,
surfaces.
yeah. And, like, if it's, like, a one that they want to just hang out for the night.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you sleep?
How do you sleep?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, exactly.
You're hanging.
How do you sleep? I go camping up north, and I'm like, oh my god, like a black bear might come by and, like, smell my jerky in my bag. Like, I'm all scared. Those guys are, like, up however high, just sleeping,
hanging.
whatever,
Yeah.
reading a book.
Writing in their journal.
This is nice.
Yeah. What did I accomplish today?
Yeah, like 10 miles an hour wind comes by, and they're like, freaking, like,
A hammock.
yeah. Can't
Brutal.
imagine.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
never gonna
More
do that.
power to them. Never to do that.
Yeah,
That's
no
what I learned.
kidding. Good, nice.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alex Honnald.
Honnald. Yeah.
Honnald.
Let's go in reverse order.
All
So
right.
now you deck.
Me?
Yeah.
All right. I learned this week that from Neil deGrasse Tyson, actually, that the most efficient way to package things is in a sphere. So, you get packages from Amazon in squares or rectangles, different shapes and sizes all the time. But the most efficient way, if you could do it, is just to pack everything into a ball.
And efficiency in like resources,
Square footage, volume.
to package, like that you can fit the most stuff in this.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Not cost efficient though.
No, it would translate to cost efficiency because you're wasting less material to package something.
Okay. But all the machines are created to create boxes. So you have to recreate the machines to create spheres. That's overhead. So in the long haul,
Yeah,
in
you're
like
looking
a
at it.
50-year long haul, you'll get a return on investment, maybe.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying maybe it's something we think about in terms of business.
we jump on it early.
Yeah, because we don't have the box making machines right now, and we could just roll out the sphere making machines right away. And
What do you think, Sam? If you received a package in a circle, would you open it, or would you think it's something else?
Let's patent this right now.
Patent? You think
Patent?
you can patent a circle box?
Yeah.
Damn.
Patent
If we can get that patent, then yeah, let's go for
A
it.
machine that would make that.
So to put it in perspective,
Swimming in it.
Swimming
in that money.
You can package
That
me
bag
in a
of
and
circle.
swag.
that's what Bags Week's all about, dude. Is packing
Yeah.
your shirts and all your little trinkets you're selling to your marketing interns in spheres,
Right
and
there.
everyone knows that.
They'll all be traveling in things of this nature. You'll receive this, and it'll be designed that it looks like a globe. We'll have like back pocket, like right where United States is.
Yeah, where it matters.
Yeah, where it matters. So zoom in on the United States right here, because that's where we live.
Right there.
And our sandbox is right there, dude.
Yeah. You'll be getting a package from us very shortly in a sphere,
Yeah.
just like this. And that's something to think about, though. I think it'd be well worth our time. So to put in perspective, if we were to package, all of our shirts in boxes.
Oh wait, there's more.
Not really.
No, that was like a commercial bit.
Oh, okay, keep going.
Yeah.
So we pack everything in boxes, right? We put them on our shelves where we keep all of our shirts, and we could fit maybe 30 on that rack. If we packed it in spheres, we'd probably fit like 40 and 50 and waste less material on packaging. So if you look at it in terms like that,
What if
bags.
they fell off and they're just gonna roll away, dude?
No. We find a nice way to figure out how to keep them
Like
all
a
away.
bowling ball.
When I think
No.
spheres, I think like a flat sphere. Like a pizza,
That is a circle.
Yo,
That's
this
2D.
man's a flat
But, like,
earther, dude.
Oh my god.
You're a flat earther, aren't you?
No,
You can't
I'm
think.
not.
You can't.
I'm
No,
not.
he's
I'm
a
just-
two-dimensioner. You just can't figure out.
Put
the
this
third
on the
dimension.
record. I'm not a flat earther. Okay, I'm
Okay,
just.
alright,
I'm
well,
just.
yeah.
That's what I was thinking about, like logically, like stacking stuff. But
Got it.
continue.
So you
Yeah.
think in 2 dimensions? Is that what I'm
Yeah,
catching?
he has trouble. He's good with X and Y. Struggles with Z.
Yeah. You don't get to that third dimension.
Sorry, I'm not an engineer, Declan.
That was an engineer joke. He struggles. You struggle with time as well.
Have you figured out the 4th dimension?
Yeah,
And
what the
we
fourth
haven't
dimension is?
either, but I was curious if you just skipped the 3rd and you went straight to the 4th.
Dimensional what?
Oh, like
What?
the life, like the 4th
We
dimension.
can't have this conversation without Matt Heron here. So we got to curb this
All right.
because Matt Heron gets so mad when I talk about this.
About the 4th dimension.
Yeah, because I say, "Oh, fourth dimension's time," and it's definitely not. So
It's not time.
No,
It's something though.
it's all.
It's love.
It's out there.
It's found. There's like how many dimensions are there? Like 17.
There's 12.
12.
I think.
Yeah.
And if you're
Proven dimensions.
and if you're
Or
a dimension out
scientifically
there,
proven.
if you're the fourth dimension and you want to come on this podcast, gates are open. We'd
Yeah,
love
we'll
to
have
have
you,
you.
on, Mr. 4th.
The fourth.
Let the 4th be with you.
Yeah, Sam, what'd you learn today, dude?
I learned it was one of those. Oh, jeez, nice catch, Sam.
It was your turn to speak.
Yeah, you got the speaking globe.
In the back here. All right.
Nice catch.
What did I learn? Oh, I learned it last night. Like when I was sitting on my phone before I went to bed. So Frank Ocean dropped Chanel 2 years ago. And I feel like part of my duty on this podcast is to bring some youth onto this.
100%.
Since you guys are a full year older than me.
Keeping it 100. Did I do that right?
Well,
I don't know.
we're a full year older than you, dude. Whatever, but we make bags, and you just
Yeah.
haven't made bags yet. And
No, he makes bags.
yeah,
Kind of. Not really, but
By association.
No, he makes bags.
Yeah.
But we
But-
make bags.
But so, like a week ago, I thought about this just last night randomly because I saw Frank Ocean. I saw like a concert of him, and I'm like, wow, like, I feel like not a lot of people would just go to a Frank Ocean concert unless they were kind of born like around like my age. So then I remembered back to my sister's fiance sent me a snap. It was hilarious. Shout out Dylan. I gotta send him this one.
Shout out Dylan.
Shout out
just
to
so funny.
Dylan.
Yeah.
He sent me a snap of like him listening to like just of like his car radio screen and was listening to Juice World. Do you guys know what Juice World is?
Juice World.
No.
I know Juice by Chance.
Okay, Juice World. You know his songs. Anyways, he's like a new upcoming rapper, and he just sent me like a snap. He's like 25 years old. He's like, like I like Juice World, and I'm like, oh, like that's cool. I kind of thought he's joking because Juice World's like this young rapper, and then he like snap messages me, and he's like, hey, is Juice World actually cool right now? And I'm like, yeah, he's probably like one of the most popular like rappers for like I don't know, like younger like college kids, high school. He's like, cool, yeah, I really like him, and I'm just like, welcome back to youth, Dylan.
Yeah.
Like
Open the floodgates.
yeah, so I actually made a little list here. I want to see. I want to like get like a little diagnosis of how out of it you guys are with,
Okay,
with youth.
okay.
Okay. So I have a list.
I'm out of it with music.
I have a list of rappers here
Ooh.
that the youth really likes. Okay. And I want you to maybe just when I say the name, just say like what you know about them. Maybe a song you know, anything like hair color,
I love it.
how much money they have in jewelry, where
Mhm.
they're from.
Oh, that's specific.
Okay.
Maybe a song there.
Ready?
right?
Yeah. Trippy Red.
Sounds like a guy who picked the wrong color. That's for certain.
What?
I don't know that guy.
Okay. No.
Yeah,
Trippy
nothing-
Red.
Nothing,
No.
dude.
Okay.
He
All right.
he sees the color. He sees blood a lot, and he's just lost his brain.
No,
cells.
no.
He
He's
scraped his
tripping
knee when
now.
he was like 8, and
No.
that's when he
I'm
became.
not gonna
Trippy
explain
Red.
all these rappers. I just want to see which ones you guys
Just
know.
keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
XXX Tentacion.
Yeah, yeah. He's in jail. He like did the whole fake thing.
No, he got shot in his BMW and is dead.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what
Yeah.
happened with him?
You're thinking of 6ix9ine.
Yeah, you're thinking of Tekashi 6ix9ine.
There we go,
Splamashi Tick 9, and that's his name.
Yep, no.
But
Yep.
no, but
That's his name, Declan.
Tentacion or whatever was going to buy some
Triple
like,
X Natasha.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tentacion.
Tecate, like the beer in Mexico.
Tentacion. Kind of, yes. But
Triple X Tentacion cheese, and that guy, he was going to buy like a motorcycle or something, and
But in
just
reality,
got caught.
he's probably going to White Castle to kill some sliders.
No, and then he died.
Oh,
He got
I forgot you just said
he
that.
got ran up, and they shot him in his BMW. It was like middle of the summer. It was
Who
pretty sad.
shot him?
Some thugs that were like trying to rob him.
Yeah,
They caught him though. They caught the guys, but
they did.
yeah.
I've
Does he
heard
live?
of his music.
Is he?
No, he died.
Is he good?
For the
though?
record,
Is
Oh,
he good?
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, you kind of. It's a weird
Was
it's a
he-
weird style.
Okay.
It's kind of like depressing.
Damn.
So, anyways,
R.I.P.
all right, Ski Mask Slump God.
Damn. This guy's
That's a hard one.
No, this guy's been he's been repping Spanky's Ladder, and he's been hitting Lover's Leap like way too often. He hit his
I
head.
don't think he's
he
ever
had-
skied before.
No, he hit his head too hard, and he's like, I'm gonna create a ski mask.
Okay,
name
Ski
now.
Mask Slump God. Okay,
Slump God.
that's
That's
XXX
like
best
Declan-
friend. They met in prison.
Yeah,
I heard of that guy.
that's
You
like
have?
what Declan's trying
Okay.
to fix.
I haven't heard of
Okay.
that.
Slump God over
Here-
here.
here's
He's
an easy
crossing his
one.
legs
Here's an
now.
easy
Good
one.
man.
Here's an easy one. Sheck Wes.
Heard of him.
I know Chanel West Coast.
I got
Uh,
hoes.
Yeah,
Call it. You know
We're
that song?
gonna bleep that out. You can't say that.
Okay. Do you know that song though?
I've heard of it.
Oh.
Yeah, I've heard it. Check.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Write him up.
But you've heard the song Mo Bamba.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
he
Sheck
sings
Wes.
Sheck Wes. Yes.
Got it.
Lil Pump.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's an easy one.
Yeah.
Okay. Lil Yachty.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Playboy Cardi. One of my personal favorites.
Mm.
Playboy Cardi.
I've heard it.
He sings
I've heard it.
In
I
New
haven't-
York, I'm Millie Rock. Had it in
Yeah.
my sock.
Yeah,
Let me just
yeah.
confirm. Like Little Pump and Little. What was the other one? you
Lil
said?
Yachty.
Little Yachty. I know those names.
Okay, yeah.
They were. I think like one of those was at Lollapalooza. Then that's the only.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I know Little Uzi Vert was there. He's
Yes,
like the
he's
best
sick.
one. He's
He's
the best
sick.
one of all of them, right?
Yeah. I don't
He's
have him
like-
on the
I mean,
list because
he's getting the
I
most
assume
ba-
you guys should know that.
He's getting the most bags out of all these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, Playboy
Matthew-
Cardi,
Playboy Cardi.
does she get back? I don't think
It's a
she
he.
gets
It's a he.
he or she, and
He.
I'm not
You
gonna.
think of Cardi B?
It's gender fluid these
It's-
days, Sam.
Yeah.
You're being
Yeah.
subjective.
But I don't think Playboy
He could,
Playboy
All
Cardi
right,
he
man.
could be a she.
All right,
he could be
man.
a fairykin or a
or a Wookieekin
Wookie
Or a
kid.
rapper?
or a rapper with a bad name that could also be a girl, and we're not gonna write it off the table. But Playboy Cart does not get back.
We just played our cards.
Cardi.
What's your move?
Cardi.
Okay, last one. Lil Skies.
Ooh.
This guy, he was the guy that was on. Damn, I'm missing. Owl. He was in Owl City, right?
No.
That guy.
the band from Owatonna, Minnesota.
Yeah, he was in Owl City.
That
He
sings
was in-
Fireflies.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a drummer.
No.
Yeah.
No, I messed it up.
No.
Time Flies. Time Flies Tuesday. He was in that one, right?
No. I
No,
don't think
Under
so.
the Sea.
Andrew, no, you're hitting
Under the
it,
sea.
and he was the guy. He wanted to be in Time Flies, but he didn't
Yeah.
get in, and so he became rapper.
Oh.
Little Skies.
Yeah, we can go with that. But okay.
Little
I don't know him.
Don't
to
never-
clarify.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you know them?
I know all of them.
Oh.
I love all of them. Yeah.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you listen to them regularly?
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
so let's
I
put this
would-
game
yeah.
on you, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, the Grateful Dead.
Like I've heard that name before, and like, yeah. I know who
Okay.
they are, yeah.
So okay, so we'll say no for that one.
Grateful Dead was like a band like in the 70s. That was a big like hallucinogen
Sure.
type.
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
people go.
So you got it.
All right.
You're locked in.
Counting Crows.
Yes, I've heard of that band.
Nice.
And I don't. Do they have like one really big song?
Mr. Jones.
Okay.
Alice in Chains.
Can I get a spell? How do you spell that?
Alice in
Chains.
Chains.
No, I don't know that band.
Okay. They're a grunge band in the 90s. Lane Staley's their lead singer. It's good.
Okay.
Sing the song. Rooster. They come to snuff the rooster. Do you know who Alice in Chains is?
I've heard you talk about him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
One more.
One more.
Yeah, one more.
Yeah.
Rush.
Like Big Time Rush. Oh, Rush from Trailer Park Boys.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No,
Rush.
shh.
Yeah. Sorry.
Don't
I got-
scream.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Sorry. Turn that down. Rush from Trailer Park Boys. Yeah, they're in an episode of Trailer Park Boys.
They are?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Do
Yeah.
you know what's their
Yeah, and they sing
song?
something about love. And Bubbles does a guitar solo.
Yeah, they have a hell of a guitar. So few of
What's
them.
the song called? Play
It could be-
play it for the outro of this.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
We'll
Could,
figure it out.
I don't know which one you're talking about. Could be Limelight. The one they're most famous is Tom Sawyer.
Tom Sawyer.
Today's Tom Sawyer.
Love.
Mean grind.
I also like Working Man. It's a
Yeah.
great song
Good
to
stuff.
go to work to.
But let's trap the puck. We've gone on for way too long.
Yeah.
Let's kick to the feel good story. Decky Cheese. What do we got?
Ooh, the feel good story. Obviously, with it being Bags Week, we just wanted to give a little shout out to all the people getting bags out there. You know, whether you're working a corporate job, you know, whether you're following your passion, whether that be in selling chapstick like Josh, whether that be in running a podcast like us. any marketing interns out there just getting bags, sometimes, that's what you got to do.
Respect those bags.
Absolutely.
You've earned them. 2 people I want to shout out: Vinny Amendola, Alter Fitness.
That guy gets bags.
You had me be a little lead ambassador today because he had to work the front door, and he was the only one in the building, and there's 3 new people that walked in.
Okay.
And I had to show them the ropes. He trusted me with it. Crushed it.
Dude, nice.
Shout out Vinny. And then the other one is my parents, dude. We just had a killer weekend in Chicago, and they kickstarted it with a night at Cooper's Hawk. It was a blessing. I'm so grateful to have you guys in my life and be supportive of the Backpocket podcast.
Absolutely.
You guys are the best. Love you, Mom. Love you, Dad.
Absolutely. Great shout out to them.
What do we got to expect next week?
Ooh, we have
Monday.
Mini Ninja, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Let's put the ball in your court. How do you pronounce her last name? Jennifer.
Tavernier.
Yep. Tavern and Ear.
Tavernier, dude.
She did a great job. She gave me things to think about.
Yeah, but she is an American Ninja Warrior,
Mm-hmm.
and she is just an absolute badass. You guys are gonna love her. We have who's our marketing intern spotlight?
We are going to be putting out Tommy
Lake, and oh man, welcoming all the new marketing interns for that one. That's gonna be a wild one.
Shout out Tommy. Thank you for joining and tapping into the Sam Schuneman market.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bringing in some more listeners from that end, and then finishing off with the back end show.
Yeah.
So, mad respect to all you guys that stuck around with us. We put a lot of content out so far. We appreciate you who have listened to them all. We appreciate those who have listened to one. Love you
guys.
guys.
All getting bags. But yeah. Anyways, that concludes. Sam, what do you want to say, dude?
That song by Rush is called "Closer to the Heart."
Okay.
Ooh, great song.
So let's run that back, Turbo.
And cue that one. I love you guys. Take care.
Take care.
And the men who